also alternate between soft-spoken and whispering, and you guys can tell me which ones you like best. So this is my jewelry collection. It's not all of it, but this box I use for jewelry that I wear on a daily basis. So I'll open it up for you. It's a little messy. This box is also cracked. You can tell that I use it very often. Like I said, this is jewelry that I either wear very often or want to wear more often, so I have it here so that I see it. I also have another container for jewelry that I don't wear as often. That one's in my closet, so I'll go through that too. And I have one on my dresser that's sentimental jewelry, or jewelry that is, real precious metals, ones that are more special to me. So I'm gonna go through which ones I want to keep, which ones I want to get rid of, and move around ones that are, this box is getting a little cluttered, so I want to reduce that a little bit. So I'm gonna take those out and show you, and maybe if they sound especially nice, I'll bring them up to the mic so that you guys can hear them. It's very tangled, so it might take me a second. Those two look the same, but these two right here. This one just looks like a string, but it has these at the end. I actually bought this for a Halloween costume. I don't know if any of you watch Firefly, but the character Zoe from Firefly has a necklace that looks just like this that she ties. And I was her for Halloween, so this was the first thing I bought. It looks kind of like a bundle of string right now, but when it's tied nicely, it looks pretty nice. So I'm gonna keep that. Oh boy. So this, I may get rid of someday, but it's too new. So I want to keep it for a little bit. I think there was I want to say a monk mafia in New York. I was waiting for someone in Central Park recently. This lady came up to me and she put this bracelet on my hand and she said, "Peace." I was like, "Oh, a peace bracelet, that's nice." And then she took out her notebook and she said, "You write peace here, and then you write your name." So I did those two. And then she went, "And in this column you write how much you're going to donate." And then the person before me had written $20. And I looked at my wallet and I said, "I have $3. Story for me to tell the person I was meeting with. And it happened to be matching my shirt that I was wearing that day. This is kind of funny, and it's something light that's kind of colorful, but I predict that sometime in the future I'll not feel the need to keep that anymore. This one I believe my friend Christina gave me for my birthday a couple of years ago, or it might have been somebody else, but I think it's very pretty, but it's also pretty big, but the chain is short. I'm gonna start holding these up to the camera. I don't need to do that with the tie necklace. But this one, I like it, but I don't wear it very often, so I think I'm going to move it to the other container. This is a bracelet that my mom got for me recently when she was down the shore, as we say in New Jersey. She said, benefits some sort of charity that supports people with autism, which is a cause that I care a lot about. So, and it's I like how the closure is very easy to secure if you're putting a bracelet on yourself. Although now that it's not summer, I don't think I'll be wearing this style of bracelet very much anymore. So I think I'm going to put that one in my closet and bring it out next year. My mom gave me 3 of these bracelets for Christmas. They're oddly shaped because the idea is that they're supposed to hold hair ties, which is something that my mom said she finds all over her house because of me. So she gave me one, a silver one, a gold one, and a rose gold one. The rose gold one is on my desk. I forgot to bring it with me. I think I'm going to keep one, which is the silver one, in this box. And then I'm going to put the other 2 in the closet for when I need them specifically. This is a necklace that one of my aunts gave me for Christmas. Since I studied film, everyone gives me stuff with cameras and film reels on them, and it has my initial there. I actually like wearing this one a lot, so I'm going to keep that here. I think I'm going to zoom you in so that you can see better. So what I ended up doing was was moving you over to a sunnier part of my room because the lighting is not so good. So this is the next one. It's, what are those called? Alex and Annie bracelets. But it says Boston. I'm not from Boston, but I just graduated from school there, and I already miss it. I actually should wear that one more often because I'm missing it, especially now that it's school time. That one I'm going to keep in here. This next one is just a choker that I think I bought in a pack of 4 at Hot Topic or something like that. I'm not crazy about chokers, but I like them once in a while, and this one's stretchy, which I like. I think that one can go back in the closet because I was just wearing it for a specific occasion. Let's see if I can untangle this one. This is one of my favorites. I bought this at a Renaissance fair. The only Renaissance fair that I've ever been to is in somewhere in New York, and I've been there I think 3 times, and I bought this one the second time, and then the third time I was there I was wearing this necklace, and I went up to the table and I said, I got this here last year, and he said, I know, I recognize it, but the year that I got this I was really suddenly into Lord of the Rings, and this one felt really appropriate for that. So I'm gonna keep that here. This one has a crinkly bag, so I'll let you hear that for a second. But I'll show it to you first. So this one I bought when I was in New Orleans. And it's a 4th pentacle of Mercury amulet. And I bought it from this really interesting store. The reason I bought this one over another one was because it says, this powerful seal is intended to aid you in acquiring knowledge of all things and in penetrating the secret thoughts of others. And it's the only one that I keep in its bag because I would just hate to forget that. Necklaces with cords like this I tend to wear more in the summer, so I'm going to consider putting that one back in the closet. But for now I'm just going to put it on and see if I still like wearing it. Now we're getting down to my favorites. Clearly the ones that I just happen to be wearing recently are on top. This might look really special, but it's not. I got this at Dave & Buster's. It's a mood ring, but it said adult mood ring just because the moods were like crabby, have some coffee, or like stuff like that. My friends and I tested it recently where we held it up to an air conditioner and it turned black. So if you're really angry or dead, I guess, that's what that means. Clearly I don't wear a lot of rings. I'll start with my rings that I like best, and then, although I guess I didn't do that. When I went to school in Boston, I had a store, or I didn't have a store, but I worked at a store, a place called the Stone Flower. If anyone's from there, it's now in Cambridge, in the Galleria Mall. But I bought a lot of jewelry while I worked there because I had a discount. So this was the first ring that I bought there. It's real silver. It's one of the only things in here that's real metal. It's very simple. I don't wear a lot of rings, but I have 2 rings that I wear most often, and they're both from that store. Here's the other one. This is one of the last things I bought there because I had been eyeing it since I started working there. It has multicolored stones in it. This one's not real. This one's already starting to tarnish. Should I stick with rings or stone flower? I think I'll stick with rings since there's only one left. This one I wear on my middle finger because it's pretty big and it just looks better there. But I think it's cool. It looks like a claw. But I think that one I'm going to move to the closet because I really don't wear it very often. So to stick with the stone flower, I also have 2 necklaces that I wear a lot. It's an origami crane. We had a lot of stuff like this in the store. I had bought the necklace that I am going to show you next first, and I wore it all the time, but I wanted a silver one. And I asked all my coworkers to help me decide between like 3 different ones, and this is the one that I went with. Although they didn't vote for it, I don't think. I think they voted for a compass or something like that. This one definitely stays. This is the other one. This is a gold lightning bolt. I really like lightning imagery, so I wore this one a lot. They're both pretty small, and they sit pretty high on my neck, but they're babysitter, and I was wearing this one, and we were talking about books, and I was telling her that I had never read the Harry Potter series, and she didn't really get mad, but she was like, "You're wearing a lightning bolt." Now I've read the Harry Potter series, or I'm halfway through it, so don't spoil it for me. This one I don't remember where I bought it, but I like it. I think I bought it down the shore. It's not real. Not real anything. But it looks cool. I think I'd like to get something with a real stone in it. I'm thinking of putting it away. So this is the one that I held up before. It's just a choker. But it also goes with this one. It's just a triangle. I'll put it together and I'll show you. The reason I bought this one is because another Halloween costume, actually. A couple years ago, I had last minute decided to be Princess Caroline from BoJack Horseman. And if you've seen it, you know that her triangle necklace is very important. But it was last minute, and this was the only one that I could find. This is how it's supposed to be worn, or at least how it was shown. I don't wear this one very much anymore, so I think I'm going to put that one away. These two I got pretty recently. I had a garage sale, and my grandma, from a friend of hers, got a whole bunch of jewelry from, I don't remember what the circumstances were, but there was an estate sale. But she got these for free. It was from someone she knew, I think. Most of it I sold, or held on to sell another time, but these I liked. But I think this is more of a special occasion thing, so I'm going to put that away. This is another one of my favorites. It looks like a bullet, but it has a peace sign on it. How ironic. I think my dad got this for me. There was some sort of art fair in New York City around Christmas time, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. I was very into aged looking jewelry then, you know, like gunmetal, rusted, coppery kind of colors. So this was one of my favorites. But if I need a long necklace, this is usually what I tend to go for. So I'm going to hold that. This is not actually jewelry, but the reason I started using this box is because I went to LA for a semester last year, and I wanted something small. That's why it's cracked. Because I took it in my bag. So I just took with me because it was personal. A friend of mine made this before he went to LA. He went a year before me and then ended up staying there. So he made us all these. And this is just special to me. So I keep it in here. This is another one of my favorites. There's no special circumstances around it. I just bought it on Etsy maybe 5 or 6 years ago again. Same thing with the gunmetal. It's become special to me just because I've had it for so long. And it was something that really represents, I guess, my early high school years. It's just a moon. This one is similar in style to the ones I got from my store, but this I got from my dad's ex-girlfriend, who I still keep in touch with. She said, I think of very dainty things when I think of you, so that's why she got me these. I don't know what it's made of, but it's very pretty, so I'm going to keep that here. This is one that I got from my grandma too. Or I think she gave it to my mom to do something with. It's a bull. It has, I'll show you. You can kind of see what it looks like. Kind of reminds me of the Wall Street bull. But it's kind of tacky. I really just got it because I'm not like an astrology person. But all of a sudden I feel like everyone I know is talking about astrology. And I'm a Taurus. So I felt like I should have a bull necklace. But the charm is too big for the short chain, so it looks kind of weird. It sits like up pretty high. So I think I'm going to put that one back in my closet. My camera just randomly shut off without telling me, so hopefully you just saw a bunch of footage that I took later set to my original voiceover. This I got from my aunt for my birthday, I believe. It's pretty long. It says, I am loved. But it lays vertically like this. I'm not trying to have the box stand up on its own anymore. This one I wear also when I need a longer necklace. So, this one I'm going to keep here. Then we have the last one, which I just got for my graduation. My cousin gave me this as a gift, and has my initial on it. Lately I've been wearing this one a lot, so I'm going to keep that here as well. So, now I'm going to show you what it looks like when I reorganize it with only the stuff that I want to keep here. bracelets. Rings lately, the ones that I like, I'll wear more often. But bracelets, I really have to be in a specific mood to wear them. These are really the necklaces that I'm looking for most of the time. Oh, and then this. Oh, I forgot about the other stuff from earlier. Okay, so minus this. This is what it looks like underneath with everything where it's supposed to be. And then with this. And then I close it. Usually it's open, but I'll keep it closed for now. Okay, so this is the thing that I keep in my closet. I'm a little bummed that I haven't found anything to get rid of yet, but I guess that's more expected. This is just a really long necklace that loops. I've had this since I was a kid, so it's kind of sentimental at this point. Even though it looks like a rope, like it's metal, but it looks ropey. I don't know, I just can't bring myself to get rid of it yet. This, I believe I got at a flea market for like $5, which I thought was a real deal. It's very big and dramatic for me, but sometimes if it's like Christmas or something, I'll wear with like a sweater. And while I don't wear it very often, like I said, sometimes I am looking for a necklace like this. So this I'm gonna keep. This I got from a friend of mine for Christmas. I think I mentioned Christina before. This is definitely from Christina, even if the other one isn't. She buys me a lot of the jewelry that I like. It's just got sparkly vines and flowers on it. And if I'm looking for something small but elaborate, I'll go for this one. So this I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna switch to soft spoken now, because I don't think I've been doing that very much. I was with my friend Sophie when I got this. I don't remember where we were, but supposedly it's a real stone on the inside. I bought it from like some sort of witchy store. But I think I'm thinking about getting rid of this one. I mean, it's kind of heavy. It's kind of the same style as the one that I'm wearing, the one that I put on. But I don't really go for this one. It sucks because it's pretty. Maybe I'll give this one to my cousins or something. But this is another one I got for a Halloween costume. As you can tell, that's clearly how I do things. It's just a monocle. I think I got it on Etsy for Veronica Sawyer from Heather's costume, because in the movie she always has a monocle. This one I still like, so I'm gonna keep it. This is a ring I got when I was on vacation, I want to say in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And I used to think it was the coolest thing. It's definitely not real anything, but it looked so vintagey, and the store kind of had that feeling that like an estate sale or something like that. Like I said with one of the other things, this one has become sentimental in the fact that I used to really like it in elementary and middle school. So I'm gonna keep it. This I also got around the same time, I think from the same store. I don't know why this is what I went for. Honestly, I think it's time to get rid of this one, because while I have the ring, I think why I've been keeping it is because I was so into it in middle school or whenever I bought this. I still have that ring, so if I need something to remember it by, I'll remember that. This I truly never wear anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This is an ankle bracelet. I truly went all summer without wearing a single ankle bracelet, but that's not enough to make me get rid of it. I got it at a flea market fairly close to my house every Saturday, like year round. This I got once when, like in the summer it's pretty, there's a lot of stands, but in the winter it's pretty empty. But for some reason, my friends and I went in the winter once, and this guy sells coins and stuff like that year round. He's there every Saturday. And I got this from him. I don't know how much it was. I think it was pretty reasonable. It was like less than $10, I want to say, because if it was more than 10, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But it's real coins, and it's pretty heavy, but it's fun. It has like a summer kind of feeling, so I'm gonna keep that. This I think of maybe Christina or someone got for me as well, but I don't go for this one so much anymore. It's a little bit big, but I feel like similar to the other layered one, there might be a situation where I want something big like this. So I'm gonna keep it for a little bit longer. Do you ever keep something because you didn't need to buy it, but you did, and then realized that you definitely could have not bought it? I was at I think a farmer's market with my mom, and these people had these like glass resin charms, and I really wanted one, and I got this one, even though they have an eBay store. Like, I didn't need to buy this, and that was a few years ago, and I think it's finally time for me to admit that I just don't ever wear it, and that it's time to let it go. This one's also kind of sentimental to me. I'll take it out so that you can see the whole thing. It has a fish on it. It has a cob of corn on it. And there was a store in my town that sold funky stuff like this. I think this was like expensive for me at the time. It must have been 8th grade when I bought this, because I wore it to my 8th grade graduation dance. But I truly have never worn it again, but it's It's just a special memory for me, so I'm gonna keep this. I think my mom or a friend got this for me recently. Honestly, I don't know what the story is behind it, but I feel like there's a reason I should keep it. So I'm gonna keep it for a little longer. This is just a silver bracelet with heart-shaped links. And sometimes I need a simple silver bracelet, so I'm gonna keep it. This I got at the tiny thrift store in my town. I'll show you what it is. So this is what it looks like. It was probably like less than $1. It's very either 90s or 60s, I can't tell. But I remember wearing this to a high school graduation party or something like that. I don't think I've worn it since, and the bracelet's kind of too big for me, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. This I wore all summer. I got it at Charming Charlie. For some reason, just one day it stopped working, and you can't open it. You can't change the battery, but you can see it like it's ticking right now, so maybe I'll just reset it and wear it again. This I got at Allison's house when she lived in Queens. There was a table at the bottom of her apartment building that had stuff that people didn't want, usually like pots and pans or like grocery items. But for some reason this necklace was there, and I was like, damn, someone's getting rid of this. Honestly, I'm thinking of putting that one in the box that I just went through, because it's really nice and something that I would wear now, so I'm gonna do that. This is a bracelet that my aunt made for me. She gives me a lot of her stuff, so I'm gonna keep it. This I got when I was in the Bahamas with my friend Sophie and her family. I actually got a couple of things there. There's a ring that I'll get to next. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. It's just very summery. My Aunt Barbara, or my great Aunt Barbara, lives in Florida, and she used to send me jewelry for birthdays and stuff like that, but this is one of the ones that she gave me. But it's very pretty, and it's a good simple one. I think I'm gonna put that in the more special jewelry box on my dresser. This one looks very similar to the other anklet, but it is so different, you have no idea. Story time. Once upon a time, I was really into stores like Romwe and Shein and stuff like websites that really, really cheap clothes, like too good to be true prices, and the photos are not what they really look like. I bought a couple things on Romwe, and they said if you do a YouTube video reviewing your stuff, you can have 5 free credits. So I did that. Then I did an essay about fast fashion factories, and I don't buy from them anymore. But I still have this. It's an anklet. It's basically made of plastic. It feels really light. Honestly, if I want an anklet, it's gonna be one of those two. So I don't see any reason to get rid of this. This is a ring that I got also from the Bahamas, and it's a sort of thing where it like feels really special. Although to be honest, I didn't need to buy this. I never wear it. So I think I'm gonna be honest with myself and get rid of that one. This I bought from Consignment Shop in Long Beach Island. It has this really nice pearly, like tortoiseshell kind of color to it. It's the kind of thing where it was behind a case, and I said I really like that, I want it, without trying it on. And then when I wear it, it like doesn't really look right on me. Like it always just hangs really wide and isn't what I wanted it to be. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that. This is one of the only other rings that I ever wear. It's a giraffe. I think I bought this from the same place that I got the bullet necklace with my dad. Except this one I actually paid for myself. So that one I'm gonna actually put in the front box. This I also got from the Renaissance Fair. I'm not gonna display it for you, but it's an ear cuff with a leaf on it. And I don't have any other ear cuffs. So even if I don't wear it very often, I still want to have it. This was also from Romwe, although now that I say it, all of a sudden that feels wrong. Maybe I got this at like a street fair or something like that. It's not bad, but if I'm gonna go for a ring, I'm probably gonna go for one of the 2 that I showed you before, or 3 if you count the giraffe one. So I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Here's another ring. I don't know what it's made of, but I feel like it's been in my family for a while, or it was my aunt's, something like that. So even though I never wear this, I'm not gonna get rid of it. This is a bracelet that I got on some sort of vacation, and I believe the funds went to charity. But each bracelet represented a different charity, so this must have been some sort of earth-based charity. That's probably why I bought it, but I, again, truly never wear it. And the important thing, I guess, is that the money went to charity, right? So it is pretty nice, I just never wear it, and That's not really my thing. This one is, I don't remember where I got it. It has a dream catcher on it. And I believe it came with a pair of earrings. But this seems like something that I would wear, even though I don't wear it very often. It seems like one that is worth having. This is a bracelet that I think a friend of mine gave to me for my birthday. Again, like, it looks cute, but I never go for it, so I have to consider this one because it's, I don't know, maybe I'll keep it for special occasions, but I don't really go for big bracelets like this, especially ones that I have to clip myself. This is one that another one of my aunts gave me for Christmas or my birthday, and it says "Film is Life." This one normally stays in my dresser box, but I don't know why I decided that this one I would move in here. Like I said, I don't really go for bracelets very often, so maybe that's why, but it's a good one. It's worth having. So I'm definitely going to keep that. I think this one's real silver, and this one is definitely from my aunt and uncle. It's a dolphin. We used to have an inside joke about dolphins because we went on some sort of dolphin ship where they take you around and you look for dolphins and whales. And there was someone just going on about how smart dolphins are. Basically, whenever we'd be like, actually my doctor was a dolphin. He's the first dolphin doctor to have saved 10 lives and whatever, something like that. But so whenever they saw dolphin stuff, they would get it for me. So I'm definitely keeping that one. This is a bracelet that a friend of mine got from Mexico, where she's from. And it has deer on it. Or actually, maybe that's not true. Maybe she just got it, but I remember her saying that she was on a trip where she got this for a bunch of us. So this one's special, and I'm gonna keep it. Okay, the lighting just got a little bit darker, so bear with me. You can see my hands because they're just so bright. This is a pocket watch. I used to be really into pocket watches, but the chain is broken. So I think I'm just gonna toss out the chain and keep this and maybe get another chain for it. This is a bracelet that Allison's dad gave me. He gave all of us a whole combination of weird stuff like essential oils. Which one with this? You're supposed to put the essential oils on this bracelet. A pocket knife and a small notepad and like waterproof pens and stuff like that. A bunch of stuff that I actually really use. This is one that I don't really use. So, the light is back. I think I'm just gonna get rid of it. This is a bracelet that my neighbor and old babysitter gave me when she was still my babysitter. And this is the first thing I ever remember getting from Anthropology. And being like, wow, that's so cool. I honestly think it's too big for me. This one is sentimental, so I'm gonna keep it. This is another really basic. Oh, this is way too big for me. Although maybe it's a choker. Hold on, let me check. No, definitely too small. But definitely too big to be a bracelet, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. Just too bad because I like the chain a lot. But this I got for myself for Pride. My dad owns a bar in the city, New York City, and he has me work there every year. So whatever my first year was, I was upset about the lack of rainbows that I had. So I just ordered this on eBay, for whenever I need a rainbow. I'm just gonna hold on to that. I'm pretty sure Christina also gave me this bracelet. I really hope Christina's watching this, so she can see the amount of shoutouts that I'm gonna give her. This one is stretchy, and it's rose gold, and it goes with a pair of earrings that I wear a lot. So I'm gonna hold on to that. This is another one of those mistake purchases. Basically, this is from my store. It was like the last day of the month, and I still had like a 50% off thing left. This is before I was paying rent, so I was like, oh, I need to buy stuff. So I just took this because I thought I needed like a fancy bracelet for like very fancy occasions. But in retrospect, I just have never worn it, and there were other things there that I liked more that I should have gotten. But that one hurts too much to get rid of because I was really an idiot, and in my head I still need it, so I'm gonna hold on to it. This is another one where it's personal to me, but the chain is broken. Actually, apparently that's a lie. This still works. Here's a story. I wear this in high school, and at one point in 10th grade we were reading Charles Dickens, what's it called? I don't remember. Whichever one involves the old woman who never gets out of her wedding dress. There's some significance of like a certain time, and I convinced my teacher that this had accidentally stopped at that time, even though I hadn't. I just changed it, and then showed it to her. 7:45, I guess. But I used to wear this one a lot in high school. This is another one where it was like my aunt's or it was in a jewelry box. So even though I don't wear it and it's probably too small for me. Actually, it fits pretty well, but I would probably want to wear it on the middle finger. I'm just gonna keep it. This is another one that my Aunt Barbara gave me. This one I used to wear a lot as well. And I think it's just a little red stone. This is another dainty one that I like to wear. So I think I'm gonna put that in the more special jewelry box too. And these are 2 more Alex and Annie bracelets that I never wear, but I know that they're expensive, so I feel bad that people gave me these. Just getting rid of them. Maybe in a couple years I'll just sell them on eBay or something. That's mean. One has my initial on it, and the other says, "Live a happy life." I'm not one of those people who stacks these really, but you know, sometimes I want to wear them. This is a really thick Mickey Mouse watch, because you know, everyone I think should have one. But I bought this at an estate sale or a garage sale or something like that. I have no idea like what year this is from, but I like how it looks. Even if I never wear it, it's a cool thing to like have sitting on a desk or something. These are 2 bracelets that I like the idea of more than actually wearing them, I think. It's really getting really dark in here. Hold on. Hopefully that's a little better. So I think this is another one where either my grandma found it or my aunt sent it to me or something. But I think they're really pretty. I'm gonna keep them because of that. Maybe I could keep them to my cousins as well or something. This is a watch that's broken. It's from Charming Charlie or like Target or something. Someone gave it to me and I just like it, and I don't like throwing things out if they theoretically could be fixed. So I'm just holding on to that forever, I guess. I could probably have like an actual leather band put on it and like a new battery, but maybe someday. This is another thing that Allison's dad gave me, because that's his band. Again, I'm never gonna wear this, so I think I'm gonna get rid of it, and hopefully do like that'll advertise for him. This year for Christmas, I said that I wanted watches. You saw the watch that I liked, the one from before. You know, it's simple, it's brown, it's got this like marbled brown pattern on it, and like a simple brown band. Like that's the kind of stuff that I like. But I told my family that I wanted watches, and they gave me these really bright, colorful watches. But at least these are functional, like both of these can have the batteries replaced. So I'm gonna hold on to them in case I need a watch. This one I actually kind of like, but it's just very flashy. So I wouldn't wear it most days, but it's pretty. And then this one is metal, which is pretty useful. I just need to figure out how to change the battery. Okay, here's another one that I think was supposed to be for like essential oils. So maybe I'll hold on to one. Maybe that's a sign that like I should be using these, that I have 2. So I'm gonna hold on to this one and get rid of the other one. Here's another ring that literally in my head I was like, here's another one that I'm gonna keep, even though I don't wear it, but honestly, I think I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's pretty cool, but I really never wear it. And if I want a thick ring, I would wear the claw one that I showed you guys before. Maybe I'll sell that one on eBay. That one's pretty nice. This I made. It's just crap. It's like these wooden beads that I found, and this like really loosened, stretchy material. But I made it when I was pretty newly dating my boyfriend, and I made him one, and I made all of our friends one. And I think I took it to college with me when I left, and that was like 5 years ago, so this is sentimental to me, and I'm gonna keep it. Here's the last couple things we have. These 3. I honestly don't know what's in here. This was like a guardian angel thing that I have in my wallet, but like I don't keep it in this bag. I guess I just felt like I don't want to throw this out. It could be useful. And then this kind of tells me where it's from, so I'm just gonna hold on to that. This I bought at this like edgy underground like craft show. It's either a crow brain, or I always thought it is like a plague doctor mask. It was on a chain. I bought it on a chain. It was like $20. I was with my friend. I bought like 5 things there, and it was so not her thing. I just kind of dragged her there because I didn't want to go alone. And I bought this necklace, but clearly it's not a necklace anymore. It's just a charm. So that's another one that I need to find a replacement chain for. And finally, we have this choker that I definitely bought at the same time as that hand thing, the ring bracelet thing. Honestly, give me a second. I want to see how this looks on me, because that's going to affect my decision. Okay, honestly, it's pretty cute, and I think I'm going to hold on to it. I think that's it for this sheath of jewelry. So I'm going to put everything So this is what I have. I've straightened it out. Everything is in its own little package. And now I'll show you my more special jewelry. I don't think I'll have too much to go through. Okay, so here we are with my little chest of drawers here. So in here we have weird charms like this I don't need to go through. It's stuff I got from when I went to church. Like every year we would get one of these. And I had like 4 before I stopped going. This is someone I know gave me a bunch of these little more glass animals. This is more stuff that I got either from like a jewelry box or something like that. That one, this was my mom's. Should probably give it back to her. I don't know where this crown came from, but I can't tell which things are sentimental and which ones aren't. This is from a perfume bottle. I'm pretty sure it's from like the Katy Perry one of like the cat. I don't know why this isn't with that. I'll put it with it. This I also got for Halloween costume, which means I can probably get rid of it. It was for my Veronica Sawyer costume, although hers was blue. There's some other stuff in here, like a gold bracelet I got as a kid, and like a pearl bracelet. This is an actual mood ring. Not that the other one isn't an actual mood ring, like they're all the same technology. But this one is way, way too small for me if it's on my pinky. So in here is where I keep like special necklaces and stuff like that. So this is probably just gonna be me putting the stuff that my Aunt Barbara gave me in here. This is from like an actual jewelry store. My dad gave it for me and I wore it to my prom. This my grandma gave me a long time ago. And it says, "Granddaughter, I'm so glad that you are mine." There's a locket that my friend from first grade gave me. It used to have pictures of the two of us in it. But it was kind of messed up is like we stopped being friends and I took her photo out of it. Mostly like not like we had a fight or anything. Just that I felt weird having her face in a locket. And this one I'm pretty sure my dad gave me too, and this has an owl on it. Honestly, that's my whole jewelry collection. So it's very dark, unfortunately, as now the sun is setting. But this is all the stuff that I'm getting rid of. So 1, 2, 3. I guess this counts as 4 rings. And then I'll put the bracelets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bracelets. And then 3 necklaces and this thing. So that was my whole jewelry collection. Thank you for coming to my channel. I have a bunch of videos planned, so if you have any other videos ideas, if you want me to make a video about my earrings or something like that, just let me know. And I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day, guys.